Hello everyone, Shells here from shellsspaproducts. Welcome back to my YouTube channel today. I'm going to be doing a batch of cold process soap. This one is going to be Viva La Juicy. And in my thing, I already have all my oils melted in there. I'm using coconut, palm, soybean, and castor. And then there are my additives, which are heavy cream, colloidal oatmeal, kaolin clay, and goat's milk powder. So I'm going to be using the 5-pound tall and skinny today. So this is a 55-ounce oils batch here. I finally got a couple more of the big buckets so I can stop using this clear bowl here. It doesn't pour very well, so I wanted to order a couple of more buckets to pour from. So I got those in. I'll be using in the next few videos. So I'm just giving my additives a quick mix in there to get them blended in with my oils. And in my lye solution, I have sodium hydroxide and distilled water. And so this is the fourth soap that I have done with the lye that I master batched. I know I talked about it in my first video with master batching lye, and I still haven't had any trouble, and it's been, I don't know, at this point, maybe a couple weeks since I put the lye together, and it's still potent and working just fine. So So what I did for this soap to get the color scheme is I went to Google Images and Googled Viva La Juicy packaging, and I pulled up the colors that they use for their packaging, which were a dark pink, a lighter pink, black, and gold. So those are the colors that I chose for the soap. And then I also decided to put in some sparkle mica into the lighter pink and the gold portion because I really wanted that gold to sparkle and pop. So that's kind of how I got my idea for the colors to use. I really like the Viva La Juicy though. It's got a nice, very nice scent to it. It smells just like the perfume to me. All right. Okay, so that there is going to be my 24 karat gold mica from Rustic Essentials, and I love that mica. Excuse me. I'm just talking away. I must be talking to my husband in there. We were watching football, which is why I'm having to do voiceover, but that's the super sparkles that I'm going to be adding to give it some extra glitter pop in the soap. So that is the activated charcoal that I'm going to be using for the black portion. And I did try to make that as small of a portion as I could. I'm still getting used to doing a 5-pound batch, so I'm not used to that. Okay, so here I'm using Fantasia Pink. That's going to be the lighter pink color from Rustic Essentials, and I'm almost out of that. I think I might get one more use out of that jar after that. But I love that pink color. It's a pretty one. And then I'm also going to be using pink watermelon infusion mica. That's from Crafter's Choice. It's a really pretty pink color too. I've gone mica crazy. I've ordered so many different colors of mica, so I should be set for a long time. I just wanted to make sure I had plenty of colors to use when I got down to making a bunch of soap. So this is the Viva La Juicy fragrance oil that I'll be using. The fragrance description on the Crafter's Choice is golden amber and Egyptian musk, intermingled with sparkling citrus, lily of the valley, pink jasmine, and warm woods. So it is a really nice feminine scent, and it does have a 1% vanillin, but I don't remember it ever discoloring. I've used this before and it did not discolor at all, so I'm gonna go with the fact that I hope that it's not going to discolor. So in this batch, I actually forgot to add my sodium lactate and my lye solution, but I was using this type of mold, so I didn't really have to worry about pulling it out of a silicone mold, so I wasn't too worried about that part of it. And it actually hardened up really nicely, so that's why I really like this recipe. It produces a hard bar, but it has a lot of moisturizing qualities and bubbliness, and that's why I added the castor oil to the recipe. So it has a lot of the things that we all want: the nice bubbles, plenty of moisturizing, and nice hard bar that will last a long time. So it is one of the better recipes that I've used since I've been making soap. So I'm just getting the colors kind of mixed in here. I want to lighten up that pink just a little bit, so I'm going to add a little titanium dioxide just to lighten that up some. I wanted a contrast in the soap. So that worked out nicely. I'm really liking this stick blender too since I've gotten it, so it was not super expensive, and it is works really well. Alright, and to the black. We always end up with more black than we want in our soap, and I know black soap, it can overtake the whole soap really quickly, so I always try to do just a little bit, but I always end up with more than I wanted. So this soap, of course, has a little bit more of the black in it instead of an accent, but well, you'll see in the cut here soon. But that's the color palette: black, gold, dark and light pink. Bear with me with my mold position too. I don't think I got it quite at the best angle here, but I know in one of the later videos it turned out a little bit better. I think it's the next one. So hopefully you guys can see that good enough. There we go. I was trying to fix it so that you guys could see like down inside the mold. That's right. I have cabinets right there, and that's right where my corner cabinets are, so my camera won't fit underneath there, and it's hard to get a good angle. I think next time I'll just put it back over by the stove and film from that direction. Because if I use a backlight, it seems to work out better that way. So, anyways, I'm just going to do kind of a drop swirl and then run a hanger through it, because this one did thicken up on me. I did stick blend it a fair amount, which I should have known better with the floral notes in there, but the last time I made it was hot process, so I didn't really know how much it would accelerate, if any. So yeah, you can see there the gold was pretty much getting thick in there. So I ended up having a spoon on a lot of this, so I thought I thought, well, I was doing a hanger swirl anyway, so that part didn't really bother me, that it thickened up or anything. I wasn't going to do anything fancy with the top of this one. I was just going to do, get all the colors in there, get the hanger inside, and then put a little layer of pink on top. And this was the soap, this soap did overheat whenever it was sitting overnight. I noticed it had a big crack in it in the next morning. Which, that's normal for the floral, or sometimes they can get really hot. I don't insulate. I didn't put a towel over the top or anything like that. I just kind of set them on the counter and just give them an alcohol spray and let them go. They usually gel and do just fine like that. And I don't really get a lot of glycerin river type things. I do sometimes, but not too often. Trying to use up that black so that I can get it in there. But it's just getting thicker and thicker the longer it goes. I'm trying to hurry up and get everything in there, but I'm thinking I need to get a hanger through it soon, or it's just going to be like swirls of chunks. I had that happen one time on my African rainforest soap. I did like a 5-minute speed video of it because it accelerated so fast when I took the hanger into it. It was just like chunks in there. So and it actually turned out to be one of my prettiest soaps I've ever made. It was really nice. It was like a white, purple, orange. I think that's all. White, purple, and orange. And then it had glitter on top of it. That was funny. But that's what florals will do. So at this point, you guys, I'm scared. I'm nervous for this soap to see how it's going to turn out. Just to give you an idea of like where my head's at this point. I'm thinking, okay, it's getting really thick. I'm going to have another African rainforest soap on my hands here when I put the hanger inside. Because what it'll do on the bottom, see, it'll get really hard. So when you put your hanger in and you hit like a chunk of soap, you're like, oh man, here we go. But like I said, I did over stick blend. I should not have stick blended near that much. And I did know better, and I did think about it. I just did it anyways. I don't know why. Alright. My glasses were fogging up really bad, so I was trying to get a little bit of clear lens so I could continue. It's really humid here this time of year right now. Alright, now for the hanger. And yes, I did hit solid soap at the bottom. Are you guys seeing the amount of swirls there? Now, we should vote to see how many people think I just destroyed and wrecked that soap inside. I didn't realize how much I swirled it until I watched it back, actually. So right now I'm thinking, well, I just used my whole bottle of Viva La Juicy, and I just destroyed this soap, and I turned all of that into muddy pink and black soap inside. So we'll see for the cut, you guys, here in just a minute how it turned out. So here I'm just putting on the top layer of pink. And then I'm just going to kind of swirl that around with a chopstick and then put some glitter on top. Give it an alcohol spritz and then I put it to bed. And what's going through my mind right now is I can't believe I did that to the soap after I wanted it to turn out so cute. So I'm nervous like for the next 24 hours till I can cut it. And I'm just trying to get a little bit of texture on the top, really. This soap design was intended to be prettier inside than on top, so that's why I wasn't too worried about the fancy top on it. All right. Now with the glitter. Okay, there we have the top. Oh, I wanted to do an update too. This is the pumpkin spice that I did in my first video, so I wanted to give you an update on how dark it turned and kind of just how it looks in contrast to the unscented portion. So pretty cute. I like how it turned out. And then this one is the blueberry pumpkin patch soap and how it discolored. So I wanted you guys to be able to see how dark those fragrances discolored from Be Scented. So I did not put any brown mica in that portion. That is strictly the fragrance oil that turned it that color. So just to give you an update on that. So, all right, we're back to cut the Viva La Juicy soap here. So nerve-wracking. I was so nervous to cut this soap. So leave me a comment on what you guys think about how it turned out whenever you see the cut here in a minute. Moment of truth. I was actually pretty pleased with how the soap turned out after being so nervous, for like a whole day, and then seeing that it turned out pretty good, I was like, oh, well, okay. I will take that over muddy soap any day. But you guys can see there, right about in the middle where the crack is on top. It doesn't hurt the soap at all or anything like that. It's just from the heat while it's doing its thing. So I don't even trim that off when I package my soap. There's no reason to. It's not harmful or anything like that. It's just an aesthetic thing. But there we have it. So I'm interested to hear what you guys think about how it turned out. So if you're not already and you guys like to be, hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell next to it if you want notifications of when I'll be uploading new videos, which will be quite often here this season. So my social media links are in the box below, as well as links to how to find my soaps and other products. And that's about it for that. Let's see. I like how the glitter, the sparkle mica looks inside there. I used it in my watermelon soap, and I thought it was so cute. I was like, I need more sparkle in this Viva La Juicy. That's a pretty one. I like that one. That's what I really love about these molds, too. I can't say enough nice things about these molds. I did get my 2 new ones in. She has, this is from Be Scented. Jen has put up molds that are the tall, skinny 5-pound molds with removable sides, so I had got 2 more of those. So they're really nice. And they make the perfect size bar of soap, so I'm just really liking these tall and skinnies. And you can still do like intricate pours and stuff. I want to do like a wall pour, and I want to do a tiger stripe and some other pours. Seems like I always do a hanger swirl. I love hanger swirls, but I also like to try new things. And I usually don't do like a layered soap. So leave me a comment and let me know what kind of soaps you guys like to watch and stuff, and if you have any ideas what you'd like to see. I'm always looking for new ideas or interesting things to try. That's a really pretty one. And the last bar. I think I'll just have to plane that one off maybe. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great day.